Welcome, and today I'm going to be showing you how to add and to subtract fractions. So we're going to start with adding. As you can see, I have two examples on the board on how to add. So if you can understand right away, then you won't have to carry on with this video. For all those who still do not understand, I'm going to put a sum on the board right here. I'm actually going to I'm going to do over the sums up here and show you guys how I got these answers. So I said 1/3 and 1/4. So a multiple of 3 and 4 would be 12. So so we said 3 multiplied by 4 will give you 12, and 4 multiplied by 3 will give you 12. So right away we know that 12 is our denominator. Whatever you multiply the denominator by, you must multiply the numerator by. So when we multiplied 3 multiplied by 4, we multiplied the numerator as well. 1 multiplied by 4. Same thing over here. We did 1 multiplied by 3 as we did 4 multiplied by 3. So then you said 1 multiplied by 4 will be 4, and 1 multiplied by 3 will be 3. 3 at 4 will give you 7. So that's how we got 7/12. If you understand it right away, there's no need to carry on. But I'm just going to do it over still and see if I can show you guys better. So I just wrote it over. So 3 could go into 12 4 times, and 4 could go into 3, and 4 could go into 12, sorry, and 4 could go into 12 3 times. So right away we know that our denominator would be 12. But remember, whatever we multiply the numerator by, we must multiply the denominator by. So up here, we said 1 multiplied by 4, and we got 4. 1 multiplied by 3 will be 3. So 3 add 4 would give us 7. So that is how we got the answer of 7/12. Now we'll be moving on to the segment subtracting fractions. Before we move on to the segment subtracting fractions, I just want to do it over one more time. Maybe I can help some of you understand it better, I guess. So we multiplied 3 multiplied by 4 will give us 12, and 4 multiplied by 3 will give us 12. So then we said 1 multiplied by 4, as we did up here. 3 multiplied by 4, 1 multiplied by 4. 4 multiplied by 3, 1 multiplied by 3. So that is how we got the answer 7/12. Okay, so I'm going to use the same sum again for the subtracting segment. So we have to do the same thing almost like in the adding segment. We have to, so from in the adding segment, we already know that the denominator would be 12. 3 multiplied by 4 and 4 multiplied by 3. Same thing with the numerators. 1 multiplied by 4 and 1 multiplied by 3. So we know that the denominator would be 12. And same thing would be, we would get 7 if we add it, but we're not adding, we're subtracting. What is 1 multiplied by 4 will be 4, and 1 multiplied by 3 will be 3. So that will leave us with 4 subtract 3. That equals to 1. So we'll get 1/12. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do two more actually to see if you understand it better. But if you still do not understand after I do these two more examples, you can rewind the video and watch over everything that I did step by step so you can understand it better. But before I move on to doing these two examples in the subtracting segment, you may have a 5-minute break. You may pause the video and go. You have to pause the video and go for your break. Go for your break and go for your break and yeah, and then come back in 5 minutes time so we can work out two more of the subtracting sums in the subtracting segment. So welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your break and you had a nice little fruit. So now let's start back. So in this previous one, we multiplied the numbers by the same thing. We multiplied this by the same numbers. We multiplied 3 by 4 and 4 by 3. But down here, we're not going to do the same thing because you can already see that 2 is a multiple of 8. 2 can go into 8 4 times. So we have to say 2 multiplied by 4 will give us 8. So then we multiply 8 by 1, and the numerators we multiply the same thing what we multiplied the denominators by. So this is how it should look. 2 multiply 2 multiplied by 4 will give us 8, and 8 multiplied by 1 will give us 8. So now we say, so we know the denominator is already 8. We know the denominator is 8. Now it's just for us to figure out the numerator. So the numerator, top of the 2, will be 4, because we said 1 multiplied by 4. Correction, sorry. The numerator on top of 8 would be 4, because we said 2 multiplied by 4 will give us 8, and 1 multiplied by 4 will be 4. So now we're going to say 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, and 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. So we say 4 subtract 1 will give us 3/8. That is how we got the answer of 3/8. So I'm going to do one more. And you're not going to go for a break. You're just going to rewind the video so you'll be able to understand it better. Unfortunately, I cannot do any more sums, but you could work it out and you'll be able to, if you rewind the video and you watch what I did step by step, you'll be able to understand everything that I did. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and goodbye.